Good morning to amazing Infiniti family. Now we are back from weekon. Yesterday morning only I'm back in Dubai, and here I'm sitting in my den recording a very important message for you guys. Okay, I'm sure all of you are back in your respective locations with superb energy, a lot of learning to fulfill all your dreams from the best ever weekon in last 8 years actually, right? So, after VCon, when I was sitting with all the other V ambassadors and your upline leaders in Penang for 2 days, during the discussion, I realized that, there were few things which in the beginning which we were doing, which helped us to help the organization to grow so fast, and because of which this organization grew, to a limitless potential, and that was nothing but the values which we used to share, okay, which we got from our upline, none other than V partner Dev Wadhwani. Okay, during our early days, we used to sit with him in casual time, and he used to tell us about the values which we should actually follow while building the business, and those values actually we carry forwarded, and because of those values we were able to build what exactly it is today as Infiniti, right? And I realized that because of the fast organization growth, these values are not able to go down to the last level, because we are not able to spend too much of time with each and everyone joining the organization, okay, at the last level. So we decided, with your uplines requested and demanded, that we should send a video every fortnight and sharing these values, and this is nothing but an opportunity to spend time with each one of you till last person in the organization along with me actually, right? So this is the first fortnight video, and where I'm going to share something which we learned in our early days, which definitely will be useful for you while you are building your organization actually, right? So before we start on values, okay, as chief always mentioned, the organization need to be built on culture actually, right? A culture which helps organization to build and sustain and duplicate to a last level actually, right? So I want to share here what are the three core culture of Infiniti, because of which we reached to this level, because of which Infiniti has reached to this level, and it has come out as a biggest team in the V family actually, right? And what are these three core cultures where which helped all of us to make Infiniti what it is today actually, right? So number one culture, which is a core culture of Infiniti, which differentiate Infiniti from any other organization, is nothing but doing direct referrals, signing up people as a DR constantly, no matter how old you are, no matter how much your checks are, no matter what level you reached, no matter what is your vintage, but constantly keep doing more and more DR is a core culture, number one core culture, which actually differentiated Infiniti from any other organization actually, right? Now, why exactly this culture is very important? Why this DR, the trend of DR is very important. We are into a networking business, and being a networker means doing more and more DRs, right? When you do more and more DRs, not only you lead by example, but also you become better as a networker actually, right? That's why we started, Rising Star and 20 DR drive actually. Rising Star is nothing but somebody doing 20 DR in first 100 days. This is nothing but a mantra for someone who want to be in 3%er of Infiniti actually, right? Somebody who really want to grow very fast, 20 DR in 100 days is the mantra, okay? And 20 DRs, as a culture, why it is important? Because for 12-13 DRs you don't really have to put too much of effort. From your hot zones, from your warm zone, from your circle influences, you can still get 12-13, but the actual networking skill you gain only when you go beyond 13-14, and by the time you reach 20 you become a able networker who can lead the team by example. And also after that, after doing 20 DR, that DR culture is there in your blood actually. It becomes your DNA to keep doing more and more DRs, and after 20 we don't have to push anybody to do more DRs, because after 20 a person become a networker who cannot stop doing DRs actually, right? So this is the core culture, first core culture, because if you cannot do DRs, okay, you will not become a good upline. You will not be able to lead your team by an example actually, right? Okay, so basically, many people, few people who are lucky, they may have few 5-7 DRs and they may work and they can help other people to earn. But believe me, if that person will not cross 20 DR, that person will not be happy, because people will not follow him. People will not take him as an upline, because that person is not leading by example. So the first core culture of Infiniti, DR, direct references, and the milestone is 20 DR as soon as possible. And if you want to be, the rising star, which is nothing but the fastest growing person actually in the organization, 20 DR in first 100 days of your sign up actually, right? And this, if you really want to do this, believe me, it is possible. Only a decision is required, and ask your upline, tell your upline that I want to do 100 DRs in 20 days, what is to be done? They will guide you on that, right? It is not a rocket science, it is possible, and this is a culture which we are going to build, 100 DRs in, 20 DRs in 100 days actually, right? So this is the first core culture of Infiniti, which everybody right from top to bottom to a new guy need to know, that this is a culture which helped us to reach where we are today actually, right? Now second core culture, the second core culture is nothing but being in power of association, understanding the importance of power of association and using power of association to learn networking, to learn to grow, and not only learn yourself but also help your team to grow, because you will learn from power of association and help your team to learn from there exactly. What exactly is power association? The first power association point, where you get the power of association, the power association point is number one is attending system at least once a week for rest of your life. No matter whether you are a V ambassador, no matter whether you are a new person, for everyone this is nothing, but a blood in the body actually, right? If this business is a body, this is a blood in that body. Without this blood, the body will not be able to survive. And I can give a statement and vouch for that statement, that if you attend all systems, I cannot guarantee the success, because you have to work also. But if you don't attend system, I can guarantee your failure actually. So second core culture is power association, and the first point in that power association is attending system every week, week on week for rest of your life actually, right? And believe me, this system helped me to grow, because when I started there was no upline, and this system become my upline. So this system helped me to learn how to do this business, and actually this system become my upline till the time I haven't got my upline actually, right? So system, attendance, attending system, and not only attending system, but while you're sitting in the system, emptying the cup, no matter what level you are at, okay? Because if you are not learning from there, your team will do the same thing actually, right? No matter what level you are at, are you switching off your phone and really focusing on that learning? Otherwise, you're just showing up, okay? It's a hypocrisy actually, right? You're going there to learn. So are you a part of a system week on week, week on week, week on week? Even if your team is not coming, even if your business is down, even if you think the way you are growing, you're not able to grow, that time you need more system than any other time actually, right? Most of the time people slip from the system when they are not on a high energy, they are not able to drive the result, they are not able to grow faster. No, let me tell you one thing, that is the time you need system more than any other time actually, right? So first point in power association is system. Weekly system is must, otherwise you will be dead in this business. Now second power association point is events, your team events, okay? No matter how many events you have attended actually, right? You have to keep attending your events. Every event will have a different impact on you. Every event you will attend with a different mindset, and different learning will come to you, okay, which includes weekon also. At least once a year you need to be there in weekon. I don't have to really explain about weekon because all of you are just back from weekon. But for people who are new, believe me, weekon cannot be explained. It has to be experienced. And weekon is nothing but it is like a amrit. If you don't want to die in the business, take this amrit once a year. You will never die actually, right? So weekon is the second power association along with your team events actually, right? Third power association point is nothing but your books and DVDs. From day one, you get books and DVDs from your upline, from the system actually. Are you using those books and DVDs to learn how to do networking? Are you learning from those books and DVDs? Minimum 2 to 3 times actually, you need to finish all the books and DVDs, and nothing can replace books and DVDs. If you don't know how to read, ask someone to read for you. If you don't like to read, ask someone else to read. Hire a person who can read for you, but you cannot escape from the learning which you can get from books and DVDs actually, right? Books are nothing but mirrors, okay? And you see the mirror and you get to know where you need to change, okay? Nothing, no upline, no event, no system can replace the learning which you get from books actually, right? And watching DVDs will make you believe that so many people from different walks of life, if they can make it, you can also make it. Again, you stop reading when things are not going fine. But let me tell you one thing, that is the time you need to read more, you need to watch more, you need to attend more systems, you need to attend more events and all, right? And next, association point is nothing but spending a casual time with your upline. That is also very, very important. I learned everything after I got my upline. I learned everything from him during the casual time which I was spending with my upline. You get, you learn the value system, which may not be useful right now, but when the organization is growing, to sustain that organization, to basically ensure that the organization don't collapse, to create a harmony in the organization, to have a right culture in the organization, this association is very, very important. And you know what? This business is all about duplication. And people ask me a lot many times, how do you duplicate? Believe me, duplication cannot be done consciously. When you spend a lot of time, when you build relationship with uplines, automatically you duplicate your upline in yourself, and same way your downlines will duplicate you in them actually, right? So duplication is not a conscious process, right? Casual time spending with upline for a longer period of time not only help you to build that kind of a relationship, but also help you to learn to duplicate the mindset. Mechanics can be duplicated overnight, but mindset only can be duplicated when you spend a lot of time with your active and growing upline. That is nothing but the last point in power association actually, right? So this is the second core culture of our organization Infiniti, okay? Number one was DR, okay, doing constant DRs for all your life. Second was being in power association, and in that power association, attending system weekly for lifetime, attending all your team events for lifetime, going to weekon at least once in a year for lifetime, reading all books and DVDs at least 3 to 4 times, and then last but not least, spending casual time with your uplines and learning and duplicating their mindset in yourself actually. Last but not least, the third core value, having a constant goal orientation. Your focus on a goal need to be very, very strong. There should not be any time when you're working but you have no goal actually, right? No matter what your checks are, whether you are earning $250 or you are earning $25,000. But if you don't have a goal at any point of time, believe me, you are killing your organization, because the energy which you carry after having a goal is amazing energy, and which cannot be passed on without having a goal actually. And your organization constantly need energy from you, and without a constant goal you cannot have energy. And these goals need to be announced everywhere. Every time you need to have a goal. These goals need to be known by your family members, your spouse, your kids, your neighbors, your uplines, your downlines. Everyone need to know about these goals, because when you announce it to them, they remind you to complete those goals, even if you get defocused actually, right? Your kids are the best one to remind you actually, right? So any point of time, check, are you running without a goal? If you're running without a goal, where you're heading actually, right? And that is basically a biggest damage to your organization, because no matter your organization is having a goal or not, but when you have a goal, you will carry the energy, you will carry the excitement for the organization, and automatically that organization will have a rub-on effect, and they will be excited, energetic, and they will also have a goal for themselves actually, right? So you have no other choice but to have a constant goals. If you started new, you need to have constant small goals. Every time you achieve that goal, celebrate, go for the next one. Celebrate, go for the next one. But no matter what happens, this goal will keep giving you energy, because in this journey you will be knocked down multiple times with rejections, with challenges, by your own mental issues actually, right? But goal is the only thing which will which will ensure that you get up again and start running again and achieve that. And every time you achieve the goal, your self-image will go high, and you will have courage to have bigger and stronger goals actually, right? So at any point of time, goal, goal, goal. You need to have a goal. No matter what you're earning, no matter whether you're $2,500 to $250 or $25,000 a week, right? But you need to have constant goal, and that goal need to be told and announced all over, everywhere, outside, inside, house, everywhere actually, right? So these are the three core culture on which the entire Infiniti was built. And I want each and everyone in Infiniti to know and remember what are the three core cultures and live by these core cultures actually, right? Anybody joining new in the organization need to be told about these three core cultures, because this is what is going to help them to build the organization and fulfill their dreams actually, right? So are you ready to tell everyone what are the three core cultures of Infiniti actually, right? Number one, again, doing constant DRs, direct referrals, and becoming a networker from heart. Number two, being in association constantly, and for that, four things important. Number one, system attendance every week for your lifetime. Number two, events and week on attendance. All events by your team, and week on at least once a year. Then books and DVDs minimum 3 to 4 times. And last but not least, spending casual time with your upline to learn how he thinks, so that you can duplicate the same actually, right? And last but not least, the third core culture is having a constant goal in your head. If you achieve that goal, next goal, next goal, next goal. You just cannot live in this business without having a goal, because you need energy, and these goals will give you energy constantly. So again, DRs, power association, and goals. So guys, these are the three core culture because of which Infiniti is what it is today. And you know what? It is possible for you also to create an organization bigger than Infiniti and become limitless. So follow these three core cultures and become limitless. Thank you and love you guys.